My name is Jim McSweeney and I'm the manager of Gaze the Word bookshop. It's not just about selling books, it's connection. Gaze the Word was started by a guy called Ernest Howell in January 1979. There were other bookshops, but they tended to be shops for men with sort of erotic magazines. Lots of different groups used to meet here, were founded here. Groups like the Gay Men's Disabled Group, Gay Black Group. There was a lesbian discussion group, which started in 1980 and has been meeting here for the last 30-odd years.
Hi, I'm Erica Gillingham. I am a bookseller here at Gaze the Word. To see young people who know who they are and are brave enough to walk up to the door and cross that threshold, it's moving. For starters, it is like winning the lottery, getting into work here. Greeting customers as they come in, whether it's their 100th time walking through the door or helping them find that first book.
It feels like home. Hi, I'm Keith Jarrett. I'm a writer, a poet and a performer. The first time I had something published and I saw the publication in the shop, it did. I had this elated feeling. It's exciting seeing my work alongside so much history as well.
In 1984 was our biggest challenge when Customs and Excise, assuming the shop was a porn shop, raided it and then charged the staff and directors with criminal charges. There was a lot of coverage in the press, questions asked in the House of Commons, and the charges were eventually dropped. At the same time as this was happening, of course, there is the miners' strike in '84, and Lesbians and Gay Support the Miners used to use this bookshop for some of their meetings. The '80s, even though it's under Thatcher and it's a difficult time, was actually a great time for the shop because there was so much energy.
When I was growing up, I was in a British school, so there was no ready access to information on LGBT issues even, and there was no promotion of LGBT so-called lifestyles. So it wasn't until I was slightly older, coming out of school, and also things that I explored independently, that I discovered queer literature, and I feel like I've been making up for lost time ever since.
There are no other spaces that aren't alcohol related, that aren't age restricted. And so to have a space that is visibly queer, easily findable, open and accessible is massive.
Hello, Gaze the Word. Loads of young people come in. I love their confidence coming in. Sometimes they come in with their parents, and their parents are buying books for them. And that shows a real change in social attitudes.
In these times where on paper there's a lot of acceptance and there's a lot of mainstreaming of ideas, it could be argued that a shop like this isn't necessary, but that's not the case at all. And so just having something here that has survived all this time as well is really important. Some of my best friends are paperbacked and bound in time, printed love affairs of mine. I wrote a poem for the 40-year anniversary of this shop. I just went into some of the books that I've discovered here, and that was the way that I built up the poem.
A few years back we thought, who's going to be reading books? It's all about e-books now and people are downloading books. And then that's changed and people are coming in droves to buy books because they actually like the act of having a physical object in their hands. People come from all over the world to visit the shop. Sometimes it's a pilgrimage.
And this is more than just a bookshop. It's a focal point for people to come together.
It's a community hub that is rare and precious, even in London, even in the 21st century.
I love the excitement of people coming in. It's like family.